Great.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our March 2024 monthly update. I'm Jeff Halper, the director of ICAHD, the Israeli Committee Against House Demolitions, and I'm here in the West Bank on the farm with my friend and colleague and comrade Atta Jabbar. Now, many of you probably know Atta. We've been out. They've demolished his house twice. We've rebuilt his home. He'll tell you in a minute. And he's been struggling with the settlers, with the occupation, trying to save his land, water issues, violence. I mean, it's a microcosm of the suffering of Palestinians in the occupied territory. And Atta's been with us for 26 years now, I think we've been working, since the demolition of his first house in 1998. He's a farmer, but at the same time, Atta's been very effective in international advocacy for Palestinians. Groups have come to his home. He's hosted many groups. And Atta has also been abroad speaking, including giving testimony to the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, so that he's really a key resource person, as well as a resistor in the Palestinian movement. So I want to kind of talk today a little bit about decolonization, but certainly Atta is the place to begin. And I'll let Atta we'll do this with the phone, kind of give you a sense of his land and where he is. And we're right opposite Kiryat Arba.
It's starting from there, confiscating thousands of acres of land have been moved. And we have the Harsina settlement over there and keeping the farms, and we lose the farm. Over there, you can see my father, where I grew up from 1962 until now.
A small house under the settlement is his parents' house.
They confiscate the land and rebuild gas station for the settlers to use it. Have a look to this wonderful valley. It is 100 years we live in it, in the same. You see the Palestinian also. My family house is here.
This is called the Baca Valley in the south of the West Bank near Hebron.
Have a look to the fact we dig the mountains, making terracing and planting vines or grapes to support our funds. As we don't need all the world to funding us, but we don't need the occupation controlling everything in our life. Have a look what we have. This is confiscating land. They said this is Israeli state land. Have a look, 1998. They constructed my first home, and this is the second home in the same year. And yeah, they let me and they let my kids living in a tent. They was being 2 years and 4 months. My son was being.
The two homes that are demolished here in 1998.
And they arrested me 2 times, and they bulldozing the terraces that I rebuilt. Even this is 100 years. My grandfather. So I get permit. I moved to this side. ICAHD helping to rebuild my home. This is ICAHD home. This is the international home. This is the free people who rebuilt and who support, and the humanity being who rebuilt and helped me to rebuild, including my ICAHD and the best friend. I am involved, volunteer for human rights, and I'm still continued working for human rights for the Palestinian people, even to hold the world. I will look how much we have fat and good land. We can dig and we can flood the farms and we can support ourselves. 2018, the civil administration came and bulldozed the territory and pulling up all the stuff I have. And now I am in cage or in a press. Have a look at the fence. We go to protect ourselves from the settlers. The settlers attacked me from 2000 until now. Continue. It is the same routine. attacking, and they said under the excuse this is Israeli state land. They don't have the document. I am the document. Even I have the document in 1920. Until now, I have it from my grandfather. And you see, it looks like a mafia what they are doing to us, stealing the water, stealing the land, stealing our land, stealing our humanity and our food. And we can live, but we have some mood to continue to live as we are the owners of this land. We must continue to live in this land our former. How much the damage from the settlers and the Israel government, we will continue living in the same place or in the same homeland. It is Palestine. I said, the free Palestine. This is my message to you, and to hear my voice and to send our voice. We are the victims, not the Israel always the victims. Have a look what they are stolen. Which kind of life? Can you live this our life under this horrible occupation? It's 75 years, from 1948, 1967 until now, the same policy of Israel to deport or to kick us from this land. We cannot. We don't have any homeland. This is our homeland. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Atta. uh, what he's talked about is, in shorthand, sort of, is this was his land. It was farmland, and he's forbidden to farm his land. He's lost almost all his land in confiscation. He can't link up the little piece of farmland. You see behind me, kind of down by the road, even this highway goes through his family's land. His parents' house is right on the other side underneath the settlement. This little tiny plot of land at the bottom, you see, with the little fencing, that's all he has left of all the land around here that he used to farm. And the settlers come up this road. He's been the victim of settler violence. In 2000, the settlers came and threw the family out of their home on a Friday. These are religious settlers, of course. Took over the house, spent Friday night and the Sabbath, Saturday, all surrounded by, I was here, surrounded by police, the military that protected them. On their way out of the house, they burnt it in the year 2000, and everybody simply walked back to the settlement. So Atta really is, I think, the symbol of Palestinian resistance. All I wanted to say at the end of this short kind of update is this has to do with decolonization. In other words, all the political plans you hear of, 2 states or 1 state or confederations or federations or whatever they are, have to be measured, have to be evaluated on the basis, do they really decolonize the land so that genuinely they can be, equal access to resources and housing and a free life? Because the Biden plan that he's going to announce any day for a 2-state solution, if you measure it from the point of view of, is it going to dismantle what we see here as colonization? Is it going to dismantle the Kiryat Arba settlement? Is it going to restore Atta's lands, or at least give him access to lands and water? Is it going to give Palestinians genuine sovereignty and economic viability? The Palestinian state isn't only a matter of territory; it's a matter of sovereignty, obviously, and economic viability and control over their lives. The 2-state solution is gone, as we've talked about a million times. But on the way to any other solution, which we believe is one democratic state, decolonization is key. It's the first stage towards any political settlement. And in a sense, we can say that we'll be able to measure whether or not any political solution is genuine and viable and just by what happens to Atta and his family and his land. So I'll leave that for our update this month. And you know, the struggle
this is
continues.
Our voice, our message is to hold aware, to free Palestine. That's all we wanted, our freedom and our humanity, you know, in this land. To live with peace in hold aware with our neighbors Israel. If we really wanted the real peace, come down to the field to sit and to make the real peace. Not without the settlers, not without treating us and bombing us and killing us. You know, they're killing us, not the land. They're killing the feeling inside of us. Why 75 or 55 years from the same occupation we suffer? Stop suffering, stop us to live in peace and in freedom. Thank you so much.
So let's keep our minds focused, our eyes, our political focus on Gaza and the ongoing genocide in Gaza, of course. But let's not take our eyes off the West Bank, because politically, this is significant, and the genocide, more slowly, less dramatic, is happening on this side of Palestine as well. So until next month, this is Jeff and Atta. See you all. Bye.